Hi, it's Hazy and welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing this journal from start to finish, including the picture. Okay, so I'll show you how to do that. I'll do it fairly simply because I don't know if everybody wants to see how I do that. Okay, and then I've got this plain journal, so if you wanted to do a different type, but it's a different type to what I've ever done before. I did it the other day. I've done a journal like this the other day, and I made one for myself because I thought, wow, this is for a swap, so I'm going to send this off for a swap. If I don't find the other one, because I've lost another one, this is why I've done this on video. But if I find that one, I'll definitely keep this one because that's gorgeous, isn't it? It's very similar though, that one, because what I've done is, I don't know after I decide what to do. It's very similar because I've used 12 by 12 papers for a hair and 12 by 12 papers for a dress. I didn't do all the folding though. I got the idea when I did my Amazon packaging for my little, where it is on the desk somewhere, one of these. So that's Amazon packaging. Obviously she's a lot bigger than that, but that's actually made from Amazon packaging, as is her hat. So this is my own idea, and it's very simple, and I used this is an AI image. Use that idea. There's a dress that she's holding a bird. I could have put on Madra, I put butterflies on her. I could have put some flowers in her hair, couldn't I? But put butterflies on her hair. Yeah, there we go. If you'd like to join me today, please give me a thumbs up. That'd be absolutely amazing. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and let's go. Right then, so I'm getting my stuff ready. Cereal box, 6.5 times 9. I'm making slightly different journal to what I normally do. I probably said it at the beginning, I can't remember now. Box of 60, believe it or not, mini butterflies. I can't remember what they are. Right, I've made this is 14 inches by 9 inches. This will fit, well, I think it'll fit any paper actually. Yeah, it says 14 times 9 inches there. And I've got an inch spine, just over an inch spine. I'm measuring that. Each side is 6 inches. So the half inch, oh, hold on a minute, how can it be 6? That's 6.5. Each side is 6.5. Yeah, so you've got 1 inch in the middle. There you go. 9 times 6.5. I've already told you that, haven't I? There you go. Right, so what I'm doing is, got a file folder. I'm using the middle of the file folder, you know, where they usually put the bendy bits. The bits where you can expand it. Using that as a spine. Lots of gloopy glue. Yeah, because it's all gloopy completely. Yeah, I was examining it there. Now I'm going to put this, make sure this is the right way around. This is a piece of card that's got a bit of an anomaly. I'm doing this slowly so you can see I am pushing it down. This is why I decided to use the glue so you can actually move it. So perhaps if you've got an anomaly, the best probably place is on the back at the bottom. But this actually, I actually do it wrong. I will explain. Right, so I am putting the other side on now. Just put it there. So I've got a lovely spine already. I don't know if this would work for a bigger book, but it's certainly absolutely fine for a little book. This is I'm going to send this to somebody possibly if I don't find the one I already made, because I've put it in a safe place. So I decided to make another one just in case I can't find it, because it's for a swap. Okay, it's like a notebook, and what we're doing is putting plain pages in, so the other person, when they do swaps, they can add all the like notes and things. They can make their own pockets and add notes to the pages. So I've got to put, so I will tell you the size of the card and the length of the card that I'm putting in the middle. Cardstock. If you don't understand card, I mean cardstock. This is a painty paper, so I'm using this. fact, it's all my own artwork in this one. The other one I did previously, I used 12 by 12 papers, patterned papers for this bit, and this is quite thin. I will explain. It is sometimes quite difficult using this paper. If you notice, about I'm not sure what it is in pounds, but it's 80 GSM. If anybody can find out what that is, I'd like to know. But I'm totally confused. It's probably is it about £30? Or just thinking, if 160 is £59, it's half that. I don't know. Right, so this is how I do it. So when you make them little cuts that I've just showed you, make sure you don't cut off the corners or cut into the corners, and don't do it too far out, because they sometimes do make a bit of a point. Yeah, so I'm pushing that as much as possible. I think I'm just checking in one of them. I'm not sure if it's this one or the next one, whether I've got a point or not, because I know I didn't do it perfectly. Yeah, this is the trouble. It's a good thing and a bad thing using thin paper like this. Using thin paper means you sort of like connect it to the page. You can almost, with that bone folder, make it part of the page, really like that. And using the bone folder as well to spread the glue inside the paper. I sometimes feel it really well. It's quite interesting, quite satisfying to get the glue to the edge. Yeah, so this is the second side. Notice they're slightly different because they're not a copy. It's just I did intend to use the darker one with the white bits as the front, but yeah, it didn't end up like that. It is the back. This is another painted paper. I did this last night. I put some black and white. It's very strange, I know, but the middle of the poo bags used for the dog. It's got a really good solid round middle to it, you know, like a toilet roll, but poo bags. It's amazing. It's really good. Yeah, and I do not like that glue. That glue is not very good in that. It's probably just PVN. I'm trying to use it as art glitter glue. Yeah, so now I'm just pushing it to the edge. Yeah. Now this is the card I'm using, cardstock. I'm using 2 signatures. What the brief was actually to do 1 signature with 15 sheets, but I'm doing 2 of 8 because it's a bit too thick. Yeah. Yeah, I really like that. Yeah, I'm using the bone folder to push it into the middle. I thought I'd show you that a bit slowly. This is for the guide. This is my favourite way of making a journal, using a guide, because I can get it through the middle. Yeah, sometimes with these holes, they sort of like go to the side, and oh dear, I really used to annoy me. And it's like, I've got some videos showing you how to do this as well, but this is how I'm doing it. It's called my no panic way. I'm actually doing I'm not doing that yet, am I? What I'm doing now is actually measuring where the tape's going to go. I always use book tape or perhaps fabric for the middle, because it does keep the card from ripping. The cardstock that I'm using, there's a file folder from ripping. So it's very interesting. I'm just showing that. I'm just wondering if that's the best, how close it is to the edge of that white, because some of the painted papers has a white edge. Because I didn't do it far enough away. Right, so this is, I've only been going about 7 minutes. I think I'm going to get a drink in a minute. Right, so I'm getting that out. I usually do this too short. This time, of course, I've done it too long. Yeah, some nice sharp scissors there to use, yeah. And then that's the paper. So I've got those guidelines there, because I know that tape's about 2 inches wide. And I've got the 2 guidelines, and it should work, and it does work. Yay, so there you go. Using the bone folder to push it down. There's my, there's my, that's the ribbon that I put my pin on so I can locate it. That was an idea by Marcella. So I still use that idea. Right, so I haven't got it too long. Yeah, I'm thinking, have I got this in the right place? And it easily came up, but I still don't think it's in the right place in a minute. Yeah, so I'm going to take, it's actually very slightly too far to the left. And I do try and move it to the right, but I'm going to rip the paper so I don't do it down too far. So I think it goes about that far. And I think, yeah, it's not gonna do it. So, and it's only like a millimetre out. So I'm getting all fussy. Yeah, been all fussy in my old age, I was gonna say. There we go. There we go. That's just helping that to go down. That bone folder's brilliant for that. That's a very good thing for a bone folder. Yes, I did cut it off because sometimes if you double it up, it doesn't always stick to the book page. Perhaps if I'd put glue on it might, I don't know. But in my experience, it doesn't stick too well. Okay, that's now got a nice. Yes, I am tired. I got a border to it. Okay, that's the right. So what I'm doing now is just flattening it down and making sure the edges are flush to each other, and using the bone folder to make sure it's all square. Now I am using a white crayon which goes over the black, and just measuring. I'm just making sure I've got an inch. I'm counting 5, so I'm doing 5/8 of an inch down each side. So an inch, I don't know how many centimetres 5/8 of an inch is. But I just use the inside of the ruler. Okay. I know that 53% of my subscribers are American, so that's just over half. But I think, well, the older people in the UK will know about inches. I certainly remember using it at school. So, and my brother, as you might know, I've mentioned several times, does not like metric at all. He refuses to use metric. One of my brothers, yeah, well, he was my middle one, is now the older of the two brothers I have. Yeah. This is the guide, so I'm using this now to mark where I've put the things. So this is where I want to put my papers. It's the same size as the papers, so I want to put my papers there. Okay, with a bit of a gap at the bottom and a bit of a gap at the top. There. Yeah, so I put top. Actually put top, believe it or not, even though I completely ignore it later. Now I'm using a book. Top, put T for top there. I'm using a book, so I'm opening it up. Look, because it's all the same size, I don't have to use clips. I find that absolutely fine. I mean, you might have to, perhaps if you've got all pages that's different sizes, and if you've only got a small page that goes in the middle and it's different size, and you're only going to put one stitch through it, I think it'd stay in place because of all the other pages that are in place. It wouldn't spin round. There's no reason for it to spin. Yeah. There you go. Nice putting. Yeah, nice. Yeah, it's quite amusing. In fact, I was laughing so much at myself most of the way through this. I said loads of jokes to myself about things. I know one was something about I haven't a glue. I don't know if it might have been when I was doing. Oh, when I was using that red bottle of glue. I haven't a glue. Yeah. Yeah. So what I'm doing is three 3 lengths of the page and doubling it up because I've got 2 signatures. That's wax thread. I prefer to use wax thread. It's less likely to split, because when you're doing this 3-hole pamphlet stitch, when you put it, yeah, this is what I forgot. I forgot to make holes in this. Yeah, so I'm making holes in there. I'm actually pushing it through between my fingers because I know where to go, but I don't recommend doing that if you're not too sure or you're not used to doing this. Yeah, told you I'm getting a drink. Getting a drink now. Yeah, I knew it. Wait a minute. All right, let's have a look what we're doing now. Yes, so I'm just sewing in the signatures now. And put it there. That's all right, I get it now. That's it. Right, thanks. Right, so what am I doing? Oh, I'm just getting it through. I did this fast because it was because it took me. Can you imagine how long that took me? Sometimes you can push it straight through, but because I didn't have the pages together, I didn't manage to do that. Yeah, so this is when you might get your threads through each other. Yeah, you could accidentally couldn't. But if you're using embroidery thread, you might manage to push it through each other. Well, with wax thread, you're least likely to do that. So that's why I use wax thread. I need to do some beautiful colours. I've got lots of colours, and I've got black and white. A big roll of black and white. Probably lasts me forever. Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing this one quite well, see. I'm using the glass mat I've got underneath to push it down as well, to push it through the page. So it's a bit like a giant thimble, I suppose. Useful to have a thimble, wasn't it? Yeah. And I decided to use the needle with the biggest eye, of course. So that's quite difficult to get through. But I was thinking at the time, oh, it needs to be big so it can make sure I've got big enough holes. Yeah. Yeah. Perhaps that's a bit strange, but there we go. Right, tying 3 knots. Seem to swap over and tie them. Hopefully, I mean, it seems to stay. And because it's wax thread as well. Right, this is the cover. Okay, part 2. So I'm doing the cover now. All my own artwork, yeah. So these are painty papers. I'm going to use these. I'm going to, yeah, you might recognise that one. The green one underneath. Right, so I am just measuring with that how far I need to make this person. Okay, so I'm going to make, she's got actually a head bending forward. Perhaps not too clear. I'm not too keen on the face there, but yeah, it starts to look really nice when you put the hair on. Right, so what I'm doing is using the paper for the hair. I tend to do this. That shoulder is far too big, so I'm just doing it. It often has a really thin, long neck. I'm just doing down to her arms and doing her what do you call those? Is it a Bordeaux style dress? Yeah. So I'm just making sure that I'm just showing you, making sure that it's big enough for the cover. Her hair's billowing out in the wind. The dress does it a little bit as well when I do that. I haven't got the dress. This is the colour of the dress. So I'm just getting rid of this so I can, yeah. So I've got more of an idea of the size that I need. I actually do more to it than just that because I'm going to cut this out now. So this is, I'm just cutting out the pencil lines of just, not the pencil, it's actually the Posca lines. This is a Uni-Posca pen that I've used to draw that. The Uni-Poscas are usually very good. You just have to shake them a lot. Right, so now I'm going to do a close-up again in a minute when I do this. Right, this is what I'm using for the dress. Okay, so I'm using, what am I doing now? Oh, I'm colouring in the, this is a face. Okay, it goes over quite well, the paint. Okay, I want it contrasting, pushing it down, not the nib, the lower down on the nib, not the tip of the pencil, but lower down. You can get some more ink out that way, or is it ink? Acrylic out that way. Yeah, pushing that down there. Yeah, she looks quite cream, doesn't she? Yeah, very cream. Right. What am I doing now? I can't see. Perhaps if you've got a big tip. Oh, I'm cutting where the hair is and that. Yeah, because she's leaning forward a bit. Because she's looking down at her. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what she's looking down at. I haven't done a hands yet. I just do her hands at first. I think I'm just doing a wobbly line there because that's where the dress is. It's like gathered, I suppose. And a Bardo style across her shoulders. Yeah, so I'm going to do, I just do a hand, that's what I'm using there, that picture there, but I'm doing it the other way around. I'm doing a hands, it's like the dress, I'm doing a dress like that, so I think I'll just show you at the end. Right, so now I'm just doing the shoulders, I'm doing again the thing, yeah, so I did use a reference for this one. It's the same reference I used, it's an AI image. I just asked for a girl holding a bird at the time. This isn't a bird though. Alright, so I'm just doing her sleeves. I want her arms up, so see, that's it, just to pair us. Look, that's it, just go around. I do change my mind about the position of her arms in a minute. I think it's not right. I want it to be more that way. So that means adjusting the sleeve a bit. I'm just doing that shape for her hand, that's all, just that simple shape. I could have left it like that, but I do draw fingers in later on so I'm changing my mind about that bit of the hand as well. Luckily it looks okay. Yeah, so I'm going to colour in her forearms. Not forearms, but F-O-R-E arms. She's got 4 arms and 4 legs. She must be an octopus. Yeah. Right, so I've just drawn that then. Okay, now this is supposed to be close. That's what I'm going to say. It's supposed to be close up. I've cropped it. Just checking the length of it. It's not going to be the full length. Sometimes I can manage to get the full length, but I think this is like almost the full length, but a dress covers it anyway. So yeah, so I don't like that big white thing I've left in the middle there. I've only just noticed it, but I'm going to see to that in a minute. This is am I doing a ballpoint pen? No, it's a brown pen. I'm using this for shadows. So I'm going around the edge in this. Basically shadows. This is the ballpoint pen, so I'm using that because it's really thin. And it's very dark so you can see what I'm doing. And then I'm going to, I've got her eyes closed, so that could be if you wanted to do, because her eyes closed as in she's looking down. I like to have them open, but yeah. Yeah, so I've got a little butterfly. Am I going to have her like that, or am I going to have her it folded in half, or am I going to cut it in half? I'm thinking there. So now I'm going around the edge with her chin looks a bit weird, but that doesn't matter. Let's have a look at have I left it weird? I think I might have changed it. Yeah, it's still a bit short, but it's not too bad. She just looks, she's obviously a young girl. There we go. Right, so I'm going to change this in a minute. You'll see what I'm going to do. I'm thinking there, no, that does not look right. What shall I do what I did the other day to I didn't show you this the other day when I did the whimsical young girl. Right, so this is how I did it. So this is like the bottom half of so I just pleated it like that, pushed it down, pleated this like this. Okay, and then just pushed it down. I've got a pleat in the middle. So it looks like it's meant to be like that, and I think that worked really well. Not going to cut that off. I'm going to cut her under her arms. Looks like I'm going to cut it off, doesn't it? I'm just cutting under her arms and then cutting that bit off there so it's straight, and then I'm going to put that there. And it doesn't matter if there's a bit of her previous skirt on it, because that can just be part of the creases, etc. Just adding some glue now to this, gluing a bit of that, gluing the pleats down. Yeah, so it's just using a bit of thin painty papers, so 80 GSM, whatever that is. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so I'm just gluing that together. There you go, there's the butterfly. Now I'm deciding again what to do. Should I do it like that? So she's got, yeah. I like that. That's what I like, didn't I? Yes, I did that. That looked a lot better. Suddenly it looks right. So you try things different ways and suddenly it looks, that's perfect. I think I better glue it on first. When I was going to draw it and I thought, hold on a minute, it needs to be glued on. So I've glued that on. Now I've added some antennae to the, and she's got pink lips and she's going to have lovely pink cheeks, the same colour, yeah. There we go. Like a traditional whimsical girl, there we go. I'm just putting some highlights on using the Uniposca. Should have put some on on the arms. Okay, whatever that was, snipping that off. I'm thinking, oh, sticking her down. I thought, oh no, don't stick her down yet. I've got something to do first. So, come on then, do it. Oh yeah, I'm just making sure I know where to put it. I'm not doing around the edge of her. I'm doing just underneath because I need to know where to stick my little butterflies. Yeah, I'm just making sure it's all the way around there. There they are, look. I was going to put some inside the journal, but it took me so long to do this, I didn't. Right, this is just sticking them down willy-nilly, but I've got 15 different designs, and guess what? I keep getting the same one, picking up the same one, even though there's only 4 of each. Very strange, I know. I've got a very interesting way of cutting them out, actually. It's not the professional way. When you cut them out like a little sheet, because I've got this, they're on my Ko-fi, but the full size, so you'd make them quarter size. And what you do is cut the whole sheet out and then cut round the edge of all the butterflies. So you cut the edge of all the butterflies, and then you just cut them all out after that. And it seems to be really quick. So I'm definitely going to do that again. I'm going to cut that one in half. I don't like that, but I do like that. Yeah, so I'm doing the antennae now on them, and then we're going to stick the lady down. Oh, it's gone quite fast. I thought it's 26 minutes now. Wow. The whole recording I'm doing is 28 minutes. I'm sorry it's a long video, but that's just the way it is. And this, because I've got like a double, I've got part 1 and part 2 together. There she is. And then that's how I make it like I'm trying to make it part of the page. Just cutting off the bottom of her dress there. Okay. And I am getting rid of any bits of glue, gluing down anything that's sticking up still. Yeah, that's sticking up because I only stuck half on. Yeah. And underneath there as well. Yeah, it's all there's lots and lots of little bits to stick down. There we go. There's another bit there. I'm using my glue cloth to get rid of the shiny glue. Although I'm thinking of putting some Mod Podge on it to seal it. That might do it. Okay. Having a good look, yeah. I'm going to examine. Oh, and going around it now in a pen. That's just around the outside with a ballpoint pen. Now finding another thing that needs sticking down. And another bit. Yeah, I found another bit, but the glue's in the other room. So I've got to having a look here. What bit is it now? Okay, sleeves. I've just adjusted a chin to make it look a little bit better then. Right then, so this is the result then. Okay, so I've done the picture on the front, and this is the plain journal inside. Yay! Did get the right bit, didn't I? Oh, I've done it on the back, haven't I? That was supposed to be the front. Never mind. Oh well. I've got a pattern on the back now. Got a nice, yeah. That's a gel press, and you can't even feel it's acrylic. It's, yeah, like that. Right. Okay. So this is the end. Done it all. I don't know why I managed to do it on the back. I thought to myself, hold on a minute, I was supposed to put that bit on the back where those little marks were, because that was from the, when it accidentally touched the papers. Yeah, so, yeah. And there you go, that's all the, yeah, there's your gap, and there's your, yeah, all done that last night. Yeah, because that's supposed to, yeah, never mind. At least I got it the right way round. That's something you need to check if you've got papers that are a certain way round, isn't it? Yeah, but guess what? I didn't do that, so that would have been upside down. What I could have done though is probably taken it all out, and yeah, I think because they're equal, they're fairly equal, it wouldn't have been too bad, would it? So I do hope you like my content today. Please give me a thumbs up, that'd be absolutely amazing. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And hold on, just a few adjustments. And I'll see you next time. Thank you.